Okay, can you even believe that parent-teacher conferences are 2 weeks away? Where does the time go? Communication, we know, between home and school is critical in establishing an effective learning environment for our children. And this year we have the obstacle of not being able to be in the same room. So in order for us to still build that relationship and have that open communication, we will be doing parent-teacher conferences this year via Zoom. So just like in years past, the process for getting the conference scheduled is going to be the same. In this email from you received today, there is a conference link. You are going to select that link and then find your child's teacher, look for a time that works well for you, and then sign up for that conference time. Just so you know, our 3K through 5th grade teachers have a 20-minute block of time for you to meet, and our middle school teachers and our specialists have a 10-minute block of time. Those of you who've had middle school know that typically those teachers are in the gym and you kind of pop in and sit down with those teachers and talk to them. It's an effective way to do it. Because we're limited now with these Zoom calls, we've had to do just a 10-minute slot to try to make sure we have as many slots open for you to meet. The email, like I said, is going to be, or the sign up is in this email. Once you sign up and prior to conferences, so ahead of conferences, we'll be sending out an email to all families. It'll be a document that has the Zoom links for all of the teachers. So we're trying to make this as easy for you as possible. If you've got multiple children, to try to keep track of all those Zoom links may be difficult. So you will get that email, and hopefully that helps you to just bring that document up on the day of conferences, find the teacher, click on that Zoom link, and then you'll be taken right into that call. All the Zooms have been set up to have you automatically go into a waiting room. So from a logistics standpoint, we need you to be on time. Make sure you click that link, and then you'll go to a waiting room at your scheduled time. Then the teacher will let you in to their Zoom call. You'll have your conference and then end that call. And then you'll need to click on the next link if you are scheduling back-to-back with your teachers. Let's see. So from a logistics standpoint, for what does parent-teacher conferences look like via a Zoom call, we really are mindful that parent-teacher conferences are something that we want to first hear from you. What are your concerns? What are things you want to share with us? So during your conference, your child's teacher will begin by asking you to share any questions you have about your child, any concerns, as well as any positives that you have about your child. Now more than ever, we are so interested to know, how is it going at home? What are they saying when they're coming home? How is that transition back to school? How has that gone from a home standpoint as well? After that conversation happens, your child's teacher will then share with you information about their achievements in the classroom, work habits, peer relationships, and then talk through some of the curriculum. To help you prepare for your child's conferences, I've included a parent planning sheet in today's email. You may find it helpful to narrow in on what topics you want to focus on during your parent-teacher conference. This sheet is not a requirement to complete, it's not an expectation, but it's rather there as a tool for you, for those people who find it helpful, and maybe it might spark some ideas on what you need to talk about at conferences. One area that I know is on everybody's mind, I'm a parent too, it's the top of my mind right now, is whether or not your child is behind due to COVID, the COVID shutdown. So students in our 2nd through 8th grade are just finishing up MAP testing. That gives us one data point to see where they are as to compared to all students in the nation. Students that are not in 2nd through 8th grade, those classroom teachers have been facilitating some beginning of the school year assessments of those kids. So there will be data presented at your parent-teacher conference. Anyone who's in data knows that you need more than one data point to draw any conclusions. We always like to have at least 3 data points. So teachers will come prepared to have, if you're 2nd through 8th grade, they'll have that MAP data points. They'll have their classroom observations as a teacher, and then they'll have some initial classroom assessments that have been done so far this year. It is only 4 weeks into the school year. You really kind of get underway week 2 with doing more assessments and testing. So all of this is really fresh and new. So teachers will be sharing with you where your child falls out, but we are mindful that it's still early in the school year. The next video that I am going to share with you is for parents who have children in 2nd through 8th grade, and it is going to be about the MAP testing. So I'm going to walk through with you the report that you will get at parent-teacher conferences. You're going to get it ahead of conferences. I'm going to show you a sample report, walk through with you what the data is on that report, so you are well educated on that ahead of your conference with your teacher. So again, you know what questions to ask, you know where your child stands in the curriculum as well.